Welcome to Global Worlds, your trusted source for breaking headlines, global insights, and sharp analysis from around the world. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. To truly understand Donald J. Trump, you have to look past the headlines, the scandals, and the tweets. You have to dig deeper, down to the bedrock of his ambitions. Oil. His one true enduring love isn't a person, or even a political party. It's oil. Black gold. Texas tea. The sticky, shimmering lifeblood of a bygone era that still pulses through the veins of American power. Oil is more than just a commodity to Trump. It's a symbol of dominance, a ticket to unimaginable wealth, and the ultimate prize in a world where energy is king. For him, oil is the fuel that powers not just cars and planes, but empires. It's the currency of influence, the foundation of fortunes, and the key to global leverage. In Trump's mind, oil is power, wealth, and the ultimate trophy in his never-ending high-stakes game of monopoly. Every barrel is a bargaining chip, every deal a move on the board. He sees himself as the master player, always angling for the biggest slice of the pie. This obsession isn't new. Even back in the 1980s, Trump was already grumbling about the US military protecting oil tankers for free, questioning why America's might wasn't being used to claim a bigger share of the spoils. He's always believed that if you have the muscle, you should get the reward. His worldview is simple, almost childlike in its clarity. If you have the biggest army, you deserve the best stuff. Why protect the world's oil if you're not going to take a cut? It's a philosophy that turns geopolitics into a zero-sum game. It's the logic of a playground bully. If they have oil and we want oil, then why not just take the oil? For Trump, international relations are as straightforward as a schoolyard scuffle over a coveted toy. Forget complex geopolitics and nuanced diplomacy. For Trump, the world is a giant treasure map, and X always marks the oil field. Every conflict, every negotiation is just another hunt for buried treasure. Fast forward to today, 2026. Trump's gaze is fixed on Venezuela, a country battered by crisis but sitting atop a fortune in oil. He sees opportunity where others see chaos. Why Venezuela? Because it boasts the largest proven oil reserves on the planet, more than Saudi Arabia, more than Russia. To Trump, it's not just a country, it's a jackpot waiting to be claimed. For Trump, Venezuela isn't a nation of 28 million people struggling for a future. It's a giant keg of crude, just waiting for an American tap. The human cost is secondary to the promise of profit. The fact that it's run by Nicolas Maduro, a man Trump loves to hate, only sweetens the deal. It's personal, political, and profitable, all at once. Depose a dictator, get the oil, a 2-for-1 special in Trump's playbook. It's regime change with a bonus prize. This is Trump's ultimate fantasy, power, profit, and payback all rolled into one. It's the culmination of decades of ambition, a chance to rewrite the rules and walk away with the spoils. And now, with the world watching and the stakes higher than ever, he's closer than ever to making that fantasy a reality. Trump's obsession with Venezuelan oil is just the latest episode in a long-running saga, one that stretches back decades, across continents and conflicts. It's not just about Venezuela, or even about oil. It's about a worldview, a pattern that's played out again and again. Remember Iraq? When the US invaded, Trump didn't oppose the war because of the staggering human cost or the chaos it unleashed. He didn't talk about the lives lost or the cities destroyed. Instead, he fixated on one thing, the oil. He thought America should have taken it as spoils of war. For years, he hammered the same point. We should have taken the oil. It wasn't about strategy, or rebuilding, or even stability. It was about plunder, pure and simple. The idea that military might should be used to seize resources, not to protect people. In Trump's imagination, the US would cordon off Iraqi oil fields, pump crude, and use the profits to pay for the war. He saw oil as a prize, a justification for invasion, and a way to turn conflict into profit. Then came Syria. In 2019, as American troops prepared to withdraw, Trump intervened. He insisted that some forces stay behind, not to protect civilians, not to ensure peace, but to keep the oil. It was a directive that stunned even his own advisors. He spoke as if he'd discovered a hidden treasure. The oil, he claimed, was ours, a reward for fighting ISIS, a trophy to be claimed. He made it sound simple, as if international law and sovereignty were just obstacles to be brushed aside. For Trump, military intervention isn't about security or democracy. It's a corporate acquisition, just with tanks and soldiers instead of boardrooms and briefcases. The battlefield becomes a marketplace. In this worldview, soldiers aren't defenders of freedom, they're asset strippers, tasked with extracting value from chaos. The mission isn't liberation, it's liquidation. This mindset explains everything. Venezuela isn't a deviation from the plan, it's the culmination of a lifelong dream. The same logic, the same playbook, just a new target. Trump finally got to do what he always wanted, just take the oil. For him, it's not about diplomacy or alliances, it's about possession, about winning at any cost. This isn't foreign policy, it's a smash and grab, a heist on a global scale. The rules don't matter, only the loot. And now, the world is watching the finale, wondering what comes next, and who might be the next prize in this relentless quest for oil. January 2026. The world wakes up to headlines that seem almost unbelievable, as a new era in global politics begins to unfold. Trump's long-promised oil fantasy finally becomes reality, as his administration seizes the moment to reshape the global energy landscape. U.S. forces sweep into Caracas in a dramatic show of power, capturing Nicolás Maduro and flying him to New York to face international charges. The world is stunned, watching history unfold in real time. The strongman is gone, leaving a power vacuum in Venezuela. Now Trump's main event begins, and the world holds its breath. Just weeks earlier, in December, Trump had announced a full-scale oil blockade, demanding Venezuela return stolen assets, a classic Trumpian twist that sent shockwaves through global markets. With Maduro out of the picture, Trump wastes no time. He declares that the United States will not just help Venezuela, it will run it, taking direct control of the country's future. The goal is clear. Unfettered access to Venezuela's legendary oil reserves, the largest proven reserves on the planet, now within America's grasp. U.S. oil companies are invited in, tasked with fixing Venezuela's crumbling infrastructure and extracting crude for American profit. The promise, jobs, investment, and a new era of prosperity, at least for some. Energy Secretary Chris Wright confirms the new arrangement. Venezuela will ship oil directly to the U.S., indefinitely, ensuring a steady flow of black gold to American shores. But this isn't about stabilization or partnership. It's a permanent corporate takeover, with Wall Street and Washington calling the shots. The U.S. government now acts as the board of directors, while ordinary Venezuelans are left as disenfranchised shareholders, their voices drowned out by foreign interests. The prize is his: oil, power, and a new chapter in American intervention. Profits soar, and Trump's vision of dominance is realized. For Trump, it's the ultimate win, a legacy-defining moment that cements his place in history. But for Venezuela, it's a hostile takeover, one that leaves a nation's future hanging in the balance and its people fighting for their own destiny. To justify this, Trump dusts off the Monroe Doctrine, once a warning to Europe, now his permission slip for American imperialism. He frames the invasion as reimbursement. The U.S. is owed this oil for damages caused by Venezuela. The details are vague, but the logic is pure mob boss. You owe us, we collect. Administration spokespeople call it managing an underperforming asset. Energy Secretary Wright talks of investments, as if this is foreign aid, not self-enrichment. The world sees it for what it is: a modern resource grab. Allies are horrified, rivals outraged, Latin America stunned. But for Trump, it's just business. He paid with force, now he collects his winnings. While Trump basks in his foreign policy victory, panic spreads in the White House. Advisors know voters don't care about oil fields in Caracas, they care about milk prices and mortgages. Chief of Staff Susie Wiles and VP J.D. Vance scramble to refocus Trump on kitchen table issues. Inflation still hurts, and the midterms are looming. The GOP's majority is razor thin. Foreign adventures rarely win elections, but Trump is obsessed. He wants to talk about Venezuela, hold rallies, tweet about his prize. To his team, it's like prying a child from a new toy. The train set is just too big, too loud, and far too exciting. Just as advisors think it can't get wilder, Trump revives his dream of buying Greenland. The world's largest island, once a punchline, is now a serious target. White House messaging is blunt, purchase preferred, but force isn't off the table. Denmark is not amused, but Trump's logic is clear. Greenland is a treasure chest of resources. Oil, minerals, new shipping routes, another Venezuela, but frozen. As Arctic ice melts, Greenland's value skyrockets. Trump's worldview is insatiable. The world is a shelf of trophies to acquire. Sovereign nations are assets to be bought or taken. This isn't eccentricity, it's now US foreign policy. Trump's foreign moves mirror his domestic policy, an all-out embrace of fossil fuels. He guts climate policies, revives drill, baby, drill, and aims to make America king of hydrocarbons. He gathers oil executives, asks for $1 billion in donations, and promises deregulation in return. Protected lands are opened, Arctic drilling resumes, and environmental reviews are slashed. The fossil fuel industry is unleashed, regulations torched. Support for green energy is demolished. Paris Agreement abandoned, EV and solar subsidies cut, offshore wind halted. The message: the future isn't wind or sun, it's oil, sticky and deep underground. America is doubling down on the past even as the world moves on. The fossil fuel fiesta is in full swing, but the music may be about to stop. The irony: while Trump plays oil baron, the world is moving on. Global oil demand is peaking. Prices are dropping, and the market sees a limited future. America is betting on a tired horse, while China races ahead with renewables and electric vehicles. This isn't just about energy, it's about economic survival. Countries leading the green transition will dominate the next century. America, tied to oil's boom and bust cycles, risks being left behind. Trump's vision power measured in barrels, but what if those barrels are obsolete? It's like being the best carriage maker in 1920 while the world drives Model Ts. January 2026. America controls Venezuela's oil, eyes Greenland, and worships fossil fuels. The world is moving on, but Trump is stuck in the past. Maduro was never the point. It was always about the oil. Trump sees nations as assets to collect, not partners. The irony: in chasing energy dominance, he may doom America to irrelevance. Venezuela's oil isn't a ticket to the future, it's a desperate grab for past glories. America risks becoming king of yesterday's fuel, alone atop a mountain of oil barrels. The world's future, blowing in the wind, shining in the sun. The punchline writes itself, but it's a joke we'll all have to live through.